your seat as we are about to begin the event. Kindly ensure that your mobile phone on the silent mode to ensure our event is not interrupted. We would also recommend that you remain in place or limit your movement during the programs. All are invited to fill the seat at the front. Your cooperation in this matter is highly appreciated. Thank you. We will begin the event in 2 minutes more. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. Yang berusaha Dr. 𝗕𝘂𝘃𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗶, Deputy Dean of Partnership and Income Generation, UKM-GSB, Dean's Representative for UKM-GSB. Yang berusaha Associate Professor Dr. 𝗕𝘂𝘃𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗶, Director of Institute of Visual Informatics. Yang berbahagia Professor Dr. 𝗕𝘂𝘃𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗶, Deputy Dean Research and Innovation, UKM-GSB. Yang berusaha Dr. 𝗕𝘂𝘁𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗏, Deputy Dean of Academic, UKM-GSB. Member of Management from UKM-GSB and IVI, representative from industry and government agencies, esteemed academics, and future PhD candidates. Welcome to the Vibe and Connect, Unveiling the Future of Business Analytics in Doctoral Research. We are truly honored to welcome everyone here today at the Doubletree by Hilton, Putrajaya for this exciting and insightful event. Today, we will explore the future of business analytics in doctoral research, connect with the like-minded individuals, and gain valuable insight from industry experts. This event is a proud moment for UKM-GSB and Institute of Visual Informatics, IVI, as we are continue our journey in supporting education, research, and strong industry partnerships. Now, to officially kick off the event, I would like to invite Dr. Subuna Sinia, Deputy Dean of Academic UKM-GSB, to deliver her opening speech. Please welcome.
Thank you, Madam of the Ceremony. Salam Sejahtera and good morning. I would like to extend my warm greetings to Yang Berbahagia Dr. 𝗕𝘂𝘃𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗶, Deputy Dean of Partnership and Income Generation, UKM-GSB, Yang Berhormat Associate Professor Dr. Rabia Abdul Kadir, Director of Institute of Visual Informatics, Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Nazir Ahmad, Deputy Director of Institute of Visual Informatics, Management of UKM-GSB and IVI, and all the representatives from industry and government agencies. Esteemed academics from UKM-GSB and IVI, future PhD candidates, and distinguished members of all the audience, on behalf of UKM-GSB, I truly honored to welcome you to our Vibe and Connect program. This is a platform designed to explore the exciting and ever-evolving field of business analytics in doctoral research. Today marks a significant milestone for UKM-GSB as we continue our mission for foster academic excellence, innovative research, and industry collaboration. This event, held in collaboration with IVI, Institute of Visual Informatics, aims to bridge the gap between academics and industry, where we would like to offer future PhD candidates the opportunity to explore and to engage with the latest research topic offered in UKM-GSB. Business analytics is rapidly transforming the business landscape, offering insights and driving strategic decision-making as we navigate the digital era. Business analytics continue to experience tremendous growth, both globally and also Malaysia. Driven by the increasing demand for data-driven solution, in Malaysia alone, business analytics market is expected to grow from USD 1.1 billion in 2021 to USD 1.9 billion by this year, 2025. While global projection estimate it will reach until USD 103 billion by the year of 2027. This clearly shows that business analytics is no longer just an emerging field, but it has become a key driver of economic growth, innovation, and also job creation. More importantly, industries such as healthcare, finance, technology are leveraging this business analytics to make well-informed strategic decisions. As we move forward, it is evident that business analytics will continue to shape the future of business, drive transformation, and ensure competitiveness in an increasing digital world. That is why today's program is so important. It is designed to raise awareness of business analytics in doctoral research, while also providing PhD candidates with the opportunity to engage with the leading experts. Furthermore, we aim to encourage new enrollment of PhD and DBA program at UKM-GSB for the year of 2025, ensuring that more scholars can contribute to this dynamic field. At UKM-GSB, we take great pride in our commitment to research that not only advance academic knowledge, but also drives industry innovation and human capital development. Our PhD and DBA programs are carefully designed to equip scholars with analytic tools, expertise, and strategic mindset necessary to navigate and lead in the digital era. I am delighted to mention that Dr. Mohammed 𝗨𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, Research Fellow at IVI, has gracefully joined us today to share his insights on business analytics in digital era. I believe that this section, along with the directions that follow, will spark new ideas, collaboration, and opportunities for all the participants here. I would also like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to industry partners, academic colleagues, and the organizing committee to making this event possible. Your support and participation are truly invaluable to the success of this program. To our potential candidates, potential PhD candidates, we hope that today's section inspire you to embark on your doctoral journey with UKM-GSB. Together, let us shape the future of business analytics and contribute to the advancement of knowledge and innovation. Thank you once again for joining us. I wishing you a fruitful and engaging section ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Suguna, for the opening speech. Ladies and gentlemen, our event will not be complete without the valuable insight from the experts. We are now privileged to have with us today Dr. Mohammed 𝗨𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, a research fellow at IVI, and will be sharing with us his expertise on business analytics in the digital era. Let us give a warm welcome to Dr. Mohammed 𝗨𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗃.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah and very good morning to all. Thank you for inviting me. But to claim that I'm the expert, I'm so sorry to say that I dare not to say that, because there are many more of my friends here from GSB and from IVI who are more far expert than me. But I'm delighted to share some of my ideas and to share basically knowledge on the areas of business analytics. And first of all, I think I would thank the organizing committee, the top management of GSB, Dr. Suguna, Dr. Mara Ridwan, and Dr. Rabia, our Deputy Director, Dr. �𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗏, top management of GSB and also IVI, representative from industry and government agencies, and also potential students. I think the main event here today is not my speech. It is rather the to gauge your understanding of what kind of research that we can do in business analytics in UKM, both GSB and IVI, for you to undertake your PhD or DBA. Right? I know some of you here already completed your masters or would like to undertake your PhD, right? So yeah, in UKM we are happy to welcome all of you to sign up with us, either GSB or UKM, right? IVI UKM, such that we can take you further in your career, because one of the important objective of this event is to leapfrog your career in the future, whether you are in the academic or in the industry, right? Okay, without further ado, my sharing here today. This is the agenda for my presentation. It's about me a little bit and about IVI. And I think about GSB will be, some of you might have some brochures with you on GSB. And the objective of the presentation today, introduction, business analytics in the digital era, some hot stuff on generative AI. Probably I'll do some demo on how to use generative AI for predictive and prescriptive analytics. And also the key here, the PhD, DBA in business analytics. What are the potential topics that you can do and you are interested in? And how to find interesting research topics. Because these days there are so many topics that you can focus on, right? And there are some miscellaneous things that I want to touch. Okay, well, this is me as generated by the Apple Visual Intelligence. This is a form of perception AI, basically, because it undertakes all the sensory, especially on the images, and also the all data about myself, about me, and integrated or embedded with all the other things that the Apple Visual Intelligence is suggesting to me, right? And I'm surprised that the first picture that it suggested to me is my nephew. Yeah, my nephew looks like this. Very much like, you know, so, you know, can see that here, what the suggestions from the analytics done on the device can do to me, to you. It's not only on Apple device. Of course, these days, you know, Huawei, Samsung, all other devices are all integrating AI, smartness into their devices, right? Okay, a little bit about me. I did my PhD in RMIT in School of Business, IT and Logistics. So it's kind of mixture, business and IT and logistics. Logistics is very much on supply chain management. And I did my master's from Malaya, University of Malaya in multimedia in 1999, look, way long time ago. And my first degree from UNIMAS, one of the founders, not founders, pioneers in the IT faculty there. And I have some academic and industry experience. I taught at UNITAR in 1999 to 2004. It's one of the first truly virtual university in Malaysia. And I heard that some of our audience here from Uniraza with Prof. Riza. Uniraza is, I think, is a form of UNITA as well, and focusing more on business and finance and management, whereby the UNITA itself is on IT, management, business, and many other departments that they have. And then I moved to industry for about 10 years. I worked for Telecom Malaysia Research and Development, the R&D arm, as a strategy analyst. So I have some experience with the industry, especially in the telco industry. Right there, I work with the management of the subsidiary company, the TM R&D, in Cyberjaya, very close by, doing road mapping, strategic planning, and everything on the technology foresight, basically, where I was involved and invited to join a lot of forums, discussion with IDC, Gartner, Frost & Sullivan, and whatnot. And I joined UKM from 2016 to today. And some of my research interests, social, environmental, informatics, business process management, and EA. And I'm also a certified ESG trainer. And this is a program, specific and special program in IVI, under the auspices of Dr. Nazir, who brought the consultant to train us to be ESG trainer, because these days ESG will become the main driver in industries, right? So we have quite a number of us here who are from IVI, who are ESG trainer certified, and maybe in the future when we have this kind of session, we will invite our fellow colleagues from GSB to get certified as well in ESG training, right? Dr. Nazir mungkin boleh arrange that, right? Now, about IVI, give me some moment to share about IVI. We are an institute established in 2010, so we are about 15 years old today, and GSB started 2007, I think. So quite a younger, elder brother to us, right? We are 3 years younger. Our vision is to do research on the field of visual informatics. Visual informatics is basically the field that promotes the development, application, and visualization techniques that enhance data comprehension. That says very loudly about data, right? You need to comprehend data around us, right? We use visuals, we use our eyes, our sensories, everything, and in order to make a decision, right? And this is the organization chart of our institute, and that's the building. I think one of the nicest building in UKM. So when you come down to UKM, look for this building. So we are here. And next, okay, our programs that we we have masters by research and PhD by research. We don't have coursework so far. We try to develop the coursework, but advise not to, right? So we are focusing on masters and PhD by research. And we also have professional training on data analytics, cybersecurity, ESG, AI, artificial intelligence in the form of summer camp. We have blockchain, we have UI, user interface and user experience training, and advanced reality training. And if you are enrolling for PhD at UKM, you can undertake our CGL professional in data analytics as well, right? So in order for you to have some knowledge, skills, you can sign up for our CGL professional data analytics. We have 2 courses currently, one on data visualization and also structured data analysis and unstructured data analysis. And the lecturers, the instructors is here, Dr. Chow at the back there, and Dr. Umul, I'm not sure whether she's here. And later in the year, probably, we are planning to provide a micro-credential as well, both on data analytics and soon on AI chatbot. So everything deals with analytics and data and intelligence, right? And here's the team. We are divided into 4 labs or core areas, IS and Internet of Things, IoT, right? 6 of us, me, Dr. Nazir. 4 of the other teams are not here, I think. Maybe they are online because this live on Facebook, I heard, right? So I hope they are listening. And our team from Advanced Reality and ACI, Human Computer Interaction, there are 3 of them. And yeah, this one is the core team. If you talk about data analytics, these are the people who should be here actually up front. But I'm on behalf of them, right? Dr. Rabia herself, Dr. Chow, Dr. Umul, and Dr. Putri. And we have also on simulation and computer vision, Professor Dr. Ang and Dr. Wana. I think all of them are here, right? So these are formed into labs. And we can assist, of course, because we are interdisciplinary, right? We do research on medical, medicine, business, of course, many other fields, right? Smart farming, so agriculture, we go into that as well, precision farming, using IoT, manufacturing, of course, because among us, there are quite a number of engineers as well, right? Okay, in IVI we have two research groups, IARG and also Interaksi. I belong to the Interaksi research group, and so the 16 hours are divided into two lah, basically. Okay, yeah. Enough with the introduction about the our institute. And after this, if you are interested to know more about IVI, you can come to see us, right, during the networking session, I think. And the objective of our sharing is more on sharing. It's not, you know, not a lecture. You can stop me if you want to, if you have questions to ask. And of course, to understand the role of business analytics in the digital era. That's the topic given to me. And also to inspire future students to explore this field. That's why you are here. I think, how many of you are potential students? Can you put up your hand? You come here to register as our student, or you are interested to enroll in GSB UKM. Can I see? Can you put up your hands? How many of you? Yeah. Okay, Fairuz, seorang. Okay. Well, I hope most of you who are coming here to enroll, you do enroll, right? Because a very exciting journey ahead, and also challenges. And yeah. Yeah, this when you talk about data analytics or business analytics, you cannot stop talking about data, right? Data is all around us. This is the latest one from 2024, for the whole year of 2024, collected by Domo. Data Never Sleeps 12. This is the 12th edition. Yeah, the global internet population currently stood at 5.5 billion. The world population is 8.2 billion, meaning more than half of global population are on the internet. And they are generating data. They are producing data. We ourselves as an individual, we have a lot of data captured on our smartphone, on our devices, that can be later be analyzed for health analytics, for example, right? For many other purposes, for the kind of data that we generate on Facebook, on Instagram, the Reels on TikTok, for example, that you can do analytics on, right? And you can see that in 1 minute, how much data is being generated. And this is very much on the USA lah, basically, right? There, if you can see, you can see that the use of generative AI, Google's AI's Gemini, and all the other kinds of popular social media and other platforms, email, WhatsApp, text messages, Netflix, of course, TikTok. And yeah, you can see that it says that they see the sign that AI may be unseating digital juggernaut, because here you can see that currently and the past year as well, AI has started to come into the picture here, right? It says that phenomenal acceleration of Gen AI over the past 2 years has dominated the digital conversation. And in 2023, the first time generative AI appeared here, the ChatGPT, right? In this statistic that they gathered over 1 year period, right? In 2023, they have about 6,944 prompts people post on the ChatGPT looking for answers or looking for inspirations and whatnot. And of course, today with the mushrooming of many generative AI, you know, from the Midjourney to Cloud to Hugging Face to Copilot and so many other things, this one, it will change. The landscape here will change over time, right? You will see in time later, right? This one will have more, a lot more generative AI, and other form of AI will be in the picture here, right? So the landscape is changing. And then I've been tracking this for several years, since 2021. So every year around July, they produce this kind of infographic or tutorial for you to understand how much data is being generated every 1 minute of the day. And yeah, how much data, because we talk about data analytics, must look back at the data and how much the volume of data created each day, 402 million terabyte. And I cannot imagine actually how much is that. It's so huge, right? You can see there the measurement of data, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte. Lastly is yottabyte. That's a huge kind of amount, volume of data. And most of it is video. More than half of the internet traffic comes from video that you are capturing, for example, on your reels, on Facebook today that we have live on GSB UKM Facebook. Those data are huge because it involve what? Involve images, involve colors, involve bandwidth that need to pass through on the internet, right? It's not a picture or still photo. So on video, the amount of storage is much bigger that you need. So I think you have seen this many times, the attributes of big data analytics. Without the volume, it's actually not big data. If you talk about 100 rows of data, it's not big data yet. But for the purpose of discussion, for example, in some of our research, we do take 1,000, 2,000 just to make some point, right? But in actual sense, in industry, in organization, big organizations, the volume is the zettabyte, mega, you know, the previous one that I said about the volume of data. So the dimension of big data, first one, of course, the volume. Without volume, it's still like small data. So we need to have volume and variety. The many sources that come from structured, unstructured, semi-structured, from the sensor, from the CCTV, the smart CCTV, for example, from our vehicles. These days, people are driving smart cars, electric cars that gather data and send it back to our devices that we push back to the manufacturer, for example. Right? And then the velocity of the data, how much or the fast data flowing on the Shopee, on the Lazada, tracking for the next campaign. For example, now is February, almost end of February. So the next campaign will be March, maybe 3/3, you know, 3rd of March campaign, for example. So how much data they need to produce to generate new sales, new campaign, new products to be launched or to be introduced to the market. And then the variability, what kind of variables that we have and on the data itself, the validity, the data these days, they are, you know, how accurate or how correct the data for the intended use. Is it valid? Some data is valid for our consumption, but not for other people, because the purpose of the data being generated, or for what is the business objective of it. And then these days, we talk about the volume of misinformation and disinformation, the fake data being generated out there. And sometimes we cannot know, or we are not aware which information is correct, which one is false, right? Because anyone can produce misinformation, right? Whether the intention is for, you know, to mislead people, you know, it depends on individual basically. And the volatility of the data. How long is the data valid for the current analysis? For our analysis, basically you look for sometimes historical data, mostly for historical data, and for current data for future projection. And of course, this is the basic one. You need to collect, you need to analyze, and you need to interpret the data. But in a more detailed form, yeah, this is the more advanced processes or more detailed processes. First of all, of course, you need to identify what's the business problem that you want to solve. What are the data sources that you are going to collect from? You selected the data. The toughest part is the cleaning the data, because a lot of the data being collected are dirty, with missing data, very high dimensionality, and many other problems with data lah basically. And then after that, you need to ETL it, you need to transform, and then you need to analyze and to interpret the data using various maybe model using regression, clustering, and associations. And all these processes to us, business people or people who are applying it, we don't see it much. But people who are doing the technical part at the back end, they will do all these things. What we are interested in is more on the usage of it, right? These are the forms of data analytics. These days we have, of course, today we want to talk about business analytics. And from the data as well, we can do social media analytics from the hundreds of social media platforms. And then marketing analytics. We have financial analytics, healthcare analytics, consumer analytics. What else? Yeah, a lot more. And I'm happy to say that IVI, we are helping FEP, Faculty of Economic and Perniagaan, UKM, in developing their bachelor in business analytics. So we help them develop table 4 pro forma for several courses, and among them consumer analytics, which I'm doing, and web and social media analytics, our director, Dr. Rabia, is doing. Right? So we not only with GSB, we also collaborate synergistically, collaboratively with FPP as well. So we hope that this partnership within UKM will prosper, and it's a win-win situation for all of us, right? It'll benefit the future students as well. And just a little bit recap. Before, Dr. Suguna mentioned that data analytics been here for so long, and it started, not really started, but in terms of the government support of it, right? IR4 is the spark behind it, right? IR4 actually started earlier than that, 2010 in Germany. But it goes into popularity back in 2016 through the World Economic Forum plus Schwab. And then in Malaysia, we have this Industry 4 Master Plan, Industry Forward, we call it, in 2018. I think most of you here know about it. And the 11 enabling technology, and one of it is BDA. So BDA been here for so long, 2018 or even before that. And now only into productivity, it's being used, it's being researched further, for example, right? And it was developed by MITI. And our institute, IBI, once changed its name to IR4, Institute of IR Industrial 4 Revolution, but reverted back to IBI in 2013 with some stories behind it. But whatever it is, BDA, you can see there, is one of the key enabling technologies. And later, 3 years later, the government, through the EPU, they have this National Industrial Revolution policy in 2021. And again, BDA is there, one of it. Right? So meaning to say that BDA is very important to the country, not only to the country, but it's also for us. And in UKM, this taken from the Facebook of PTM, IT Center, our IT Center. Just recently, earlier this month, February 3rd, they posted this. I think it was quite outdated, but it is not taking into consideration that I'm here today, right? Because yeah, I said, wow, PTM finally, or they again, one more time, putting this up, analysis, Doctoral, right? The big data analysis. And it says here, what are the importance of it? Meningkatkan keputusan perniagaan, to improve the decision making, to reduce cost and time, to identify pattern for future prediction, to improve user experience, what's that? Mendorong innovation, and many other things, right? So in UKM, we have this pretty recently, but of course, big data been in UKM for some time as well. Next, for the UKM staff, in the Gerbang Warga, I think you can see there, analytic data. It is the dashboarding. of UKM. But it is available only to certain people lah. Maybe the Senate members, the LPU members, you know, the deans, I'm not too sure, or the directors. But I've seen it once. One of my friends showed it to me. Involved the data of students and data of mostly students at that time. But later, in October last year, we have this via the Pusat Strategi, the Strategy Center of UKM. They have this Bengkel workshop on development of Pandu or Portal Analytic Data UKM will be developed. I think it's the enhancement of the version 2 of the previous one, right? So this one will be, you know, further developed, enhanced into a system called Pandu. Right? So this shows the importance of data analytics in the context of education provider like UKM. Right? And it says for the collecting and storing the strategic data and the need of the top management of the university. And as a course, we have this at the institute, we have Data Raya untuk Masyarakat as a Citra course for students to take from various other faculties. This one especially for undergraduate students. And we are offering it in the second semester. It's a team teaching. And then we have this UKM-wide pengurusan and analytic data. I believe that these are team teaching with so many students. This is Citra course taught in every faculty. And some of us here are also teaching this subject. So is to say that this one is the brainchild of the previous DVC academic, Prof. Rizal Atik. He's retired already. But he pushed for this kind of course to be taught to the whole UKM population of students, right? So students from the Islamic faculty, from the art faculty, they learn about the basic of data analytics, right? So I believe that some of these students are already graduated, doing their masters probably, and interested to do PhD. Yes, can come to GSB, can come to IVI to do interdisciplinary research using on data analytics basic that you have, that they have. Yeah. And yeah, in faculties, centers, we have our own KPI analytics at IVI. We have also analytics on our publication that's been the top management tracking monthly, quarterly to see whether we are producing papers of index quality, how much grant that we receive for the year, for example. Yeah. So many centers or PTJ we call it in UKM are having this analytics. This one is not from UKM certainly. I want to show, but I think probably not. From Faculty of Engineering we have, from IVI we also have, and from CRIM, the research unit research center, that they also have this kind of analytics. But I think if IVI have our own system, this analytics we can probably make it a product. We can share and we can license, you know, with other PTJ in UKM as penjanaan, right? In future, right? Because every faculty, I'm not sure whether GSB have it or not, but it's a dashboarding that, you know, the top management can track, you know, the grants, the research, the students, and everything. Now, talking about the business analytics, of course, this I take it from IT, from the business side, and then from the management institute. What is business analytics? Is the skill that you need to have, the technologies behind it, and then the practices for iterative exploration, investigation of past business performance to gain insight. And this is the most important thing, to gain insight and drive business planning. And then from the HBS is using data analysis and models to make better decision. So the keyword here again on the insight and the business decision and optimizing business processes. From the Management Institute is transformative discipline that empowers organization to make, again, informed decision, again, to make better decision compared to without having any data behind you. and then to drive growth and to gain competitive advantage, certainly. So these are the reasons that you want to do, or why you need to have data analytics, specifically business analytics, inform decision making, improve efficiency and productivity, enhance customer understanding, and also competitive advantage. A lot of more things, risk management, financial performance, innovation and growth, and also very important, adaptation to market changes. If you do a strategy without looking at what the customer demands, what is happening out there with the supply chains and the logistic, for example, without understanding what the current needs of the generation Z, for example, so probably will fail, because we need to adapt to our to the market changes globally, not only locally or regionally, but also globally as well. Because with e-commerce, our market has been expanded beyond our boundary, right? We can market it all over the world. So these are the components of business analytics. Of course, it's for you to do some descriptive analytics to see is what happened, the diagnostic of it, why did this happen, the predictive part of it, what might happen in the future, and the predictive, what should we do next. So you can see this, the hindsight, the insight, and the foresight. The most important thing, of course, the insight and foresight, because we want to improve the current situation. And there are some stories of business analytics in some big organizations. For example, Netflix. Netflix started way back 1997 as a DVD rental service, but they now has transformed into the major streaming platform, right? And in many market, over 160 countries. In Malaysia, we also have quite a number of streaming provider, but it's very regional. The penetration is not as good as Netflix, for example. Here's how they do the analytics, business analytics in this kind of organization. For what purpose? To personalize the recommendation engine, right? From their 230 million engaging users, how to personalize the content, what kind of shows, Korean drama, for example, or Indian drama, Indian series, for example. The more you watch this kind of series, K-series, for example, the more recommendation on your front page will be from those kind of dramas from Korea, for example, right? Or if you are more on local TV shows, then they will propose or they will recommend a lot more local content to you. So the engine behind is doing all this kind, a lot of algorithm behind it. The page ranking, raw page optimization, personalized video recommendation. So this, the detailed part is for the IT people, for the computer science people, for the people in the AI side. But for us in the business, right, you need to understand what we can use with the data, how to promote further our products, our platform, for example, if you are Netflix. If you want to beat Netflix, how to can do better than this, right? You have, the Netflix have all this, you have a lot more features, for example, so you can be much better than them, right? And then Amazon, it started just selling books. Then they have now, they have moved into marketplace, and then they have Amazon Prime, web services, the cloud computing, the servers, cloud servers, and then Walmart, they have surpassed Walmart as the most valuable market in the US. And then, so they are very successful, right? So their journey way back started in 1994, and they are still on the market and leading the market. Compared to some other organization, maybe they started around the same time, but now they are disappeared from the market, from the radar, right? But Amazon, they can do this because they have this one, just one of it, the Amazon forecast, what the customer wants from them, right? They do the terrific job in forecasting, right? They can have specific users, more or less like Netflix in terms of page recommendation. And I know that Prof. Hirwani, he has a lot of ebooks online on Amazon. I attended his course, online workshop on producing ebooks on Amazon. He knows how his book is sold on Amazon and how good Amazon is in being the marketplace. Sometimes we cannot sell our books in major bookstores, Popular, for example, right? MPH or Times. But on Amazon, we can produce our own books. We can publish a lot of books, and the income, the profit will come directly to us without the middle person. I admire you, Dr. Hirwani. He's the champion in ebooks in UKM. So we can learn from him. In UKM-GSB, he's the best in terms of, a lot of things. And he's also the head of Pusat Inovasi, kan, Prof? Yeah. So promoting Prof. Hirwani for your potential supervisor. Okay, in Shopee as well, they have Shopee University. If you are a seller on Shopee, you can enroll in it's not a formal university, of course, right? But you are a student of Shopee, Shopee University. They will teach you a lot of things on how to do analytics, how to make more sales, for example, right? And they have a lot of vacancy back in 2020 during the COVID time, during the market booming on e-commerce, right? People buying online. So the rapid business growth at that time, so they hired senior data analysts to do data analytics. To do what? User behavior and product analysis. This is just one of it lah. There are many other kind of departments or job scope for Shopee. And here, for example, what are the data metrics that they collected? Sales, customer, inventory, marketing, product, and traffic. Right? All this can be analyzed for understanding your market, right? And then here is how Shopee, through its Shopee University, adapting to Malaysian digital consumer in 2023. They understand their consumer. Last time there are quite a number of platforms, Rakuten even at one point of time. But I remember it's no longer here. Now it's competing with Lazada, Temu, and Temu. Some people don't quite trust Taobao, of course, but you need to have Chinese Mandarin capability of reading the Chinese characters. Of course, you can translate it into, using page translation. But to be successful, we need to be able to understand the customer. And TikTok, of course. TikTok is one of the major platform these days conquering the market space, the online market space, right? Their rise, especially when they open up the TikTok shop. Last time it's just for dancing, happy, but these days it's for selling, live, kan, beli barang. It's much cheaper with voucher, with coins, semua sekali, kan. And people are buying from here instead of IOI City Mall. For example, IOI City Mall, yes, good. You can browse what's the price like. Then you go to Lazada, Shopee. Oh, much cheaper. And I have voucher, right? And I can get maybe during 3 campaign, 100 ringgit lesser, kan? So we are smarter. And they are very smart as well. And of course, the brick and mortar still important, right? For us to study what's available out there. But for buying, most people will go online to buy. Yes, they have TikTok. What they call it? Shop Academy. Sort of university as well, for you to learn, because they have a lot of expert. That many organizations hire this expert, the certified. They have some certified expert in doing the analytics. my sister-in-law, she has a business called 𝗕𝘂𝘁𝗂𝗶. Maybe you have heard it or not. But as a small startup, they hire TikTok certified consultant from TikTok to guide them how to do analytics, what are the some recommendation, what to do better than before, what campaign, what color option, what material for the telecom. For example, the sale generated from this assistance from the TikTok advisor or the certified consultant has helped the company making triple or quadruple sales compared to prior using TikTok consultant, right? So they are on TikTok very actively, and many organizations are also having frontage on TikTok as well. I think UKM might have UKM TikTok. I think we have, but very much on promotion of what activities that we have on campus. But in terms of selling our GSB products, PhD, DBA, IVI, master research, we are not into that yet. What if we use TikTok, sale, come to IVI, to GSB using TikTok? Not sure whether it's suitable or not. It is a research that can be done. You do research, what are the options? Maybe that's not so bluntly like that or directly like that. You can find some strategies using TikTok to sell your academic programs, right? You can explore that. One of the potential topic maybe for PhD. Okay, example of kind of analytics that you can have. Okay, of course the hot stuff today. You are flooded with choice. You don't know which one is the best for you. With the OpenAI, ChatGPT, with the Microsoft Copilot, or the DeepSeek today is taking over because of the cost factor from OpenAI and from Microsoft, and Alibaba with Qwen, Anthropic with Cloud, xAI with Grok, Google with DeepMind and Gemini, Meta with Llama, Leonardo. I'm not sure whether it's being taken over by Canva, but all these generative AI that serve different purposes. Some are for text-based, some are for images, generating videos, and these are just maybe 10 or 20% of it. There are many more out there for different purposes, right? If you are an artist, you can use certain like Canva, Midjourney, and there are so many other tools available. Adobe from Adobe. If you are a researcher, we normally use ChatGPT, mostly DeepSeek. Well, they serve different purposes. And earlier this year, Mr. Huang from NVIDIA, he talked about the evolution of AI, from the perception AI to the physical AI. Later, maybe it is already here, but not in terms of being used daily by individual users. Right? What is perception AI? Some things like Siri, some things like vehicles, your car. If you are driving Tesla, for example, or BYD, it's using perception AI because it senses the environment. It's context aware, right? So it will give you some feedbacks. So it's a smart car for some reason. It's basically a perception AI. Today we are very much on the generative AI. So for digital marketing, for content creation, basically. If you are a researcher lah, basically, we want to get some ideas in terms of what are the potential new things out there. Just ask from Gen AI. And then agentic AI is the next thing. The next trend is how AI can help you is actually here, but not the uptake is not that much or widespread yet to help coding. For programmers, they can do coding using the agent to help them, customer service, and patient care. Physical AI is very much like the self-driving cars, the very autonomous, right? Self-driving and general robotics, right? It can do its own decision making. Basically, that's the evolution of AI. Okay, this is the explanation of it. Okay, how many of you have used ChatGPT or Copilot to do? I think many of you. How many of you have been using this? I think more. Can you put up your hand? Everybody, semua kan? Semua dah pernah guna. How many of you been using it for analytics? No, ada. Yeah, some of you have been using it for analytics as well. Simple analytics lah. But most of us just for idea, for inspiration, right? But you can do for analytics as well. For example, here, I think some of our government agency member ada yang daripada DOSM. Anyone from you from from DOSM? DOSM, they supplied data to Malaysia Open Data Portal, at data.gov.my. For example, one of the data set that available is population of Malaysia. So I downloaded the CSV file, right? So I've hit in on my computer. Then I go to ChatGPT. I upload the file and I ask it for using the population data here. Please perform predictive and prescriptive analytics for the Malaysian population for the next 30 years. So automatically, the ChatGPT will help you in doing analytics. So Copilot is doing its thing. So this is the example. Now without you, this is just 1 minute work. 1 minute work. Before this, probably it takes you a lot of time to come up with even with this graph, right? With even this statistic growth rate. It takes you a lot of time. But with ChatGPT Copilot, less than 1 minute, I can get this result. No, what it says there, prescriptive analytics, it says there the historic average annual growth 2.14%. The predicted is 1.19. And in terms of recommendation, in terms of prescriptive analytics, what we can do, the government agency, maybe the EPU, the Kementerian Keluarga, for example, what they can do, adjust economic policies to accommodate the slower growth rate. So how we can accommodate this in terms of economic policy? So research in terms of this can be done. And then infrastructure development, plan for infrastructure that can support predicted population size, right? With the growth of the population, more schools, more roads, for example, healthcare services, of course. Of course, this is just the example of it. You can drill further for more answers, right? This one here, because currently President Trump has been back as the #1 in USA, and he has policy on executive orders on illegal immigrants, on immigration, for example. So I asked a new prompt on the new policy by Trump on illegal immigrants. How would this affect the US population growth rate? So it provided me some answers. So you can do some comparison of across countries, for example, for you very easily. But of course, as an academic, this is not sufficient. You need to have journals to back you up, conference papers, for example, or books to help you out. Next, I use open data from USA because I want to use multiple data. One, I downloaded data on EV on electric vehicle registration data in the state of Connecticut. And then I also downloaded in terms of charging station. So I have the objective of knowing whether the infrastructure is available, sufficient or not, right? So I downloaded this CSV, and then I load it onto the ChatGPT, put up both files, and then I ask it, using the two data set on EV registration and EV charging station, make a diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics on the future of EV ownership. Right? 1 minute work. So gambar tu lain lah. So this is the result. It analyzing the data. Alright? Giving me the overview of the data. I just downloaded the data, the CSV, but I never opened the data. I didn't see what's actually in there. I don't understand at all what is in there. I just load it without understanding, but I just give it some question. Right? It give you the overview of the data set in terms of about the data set. It says here, without me knowing what is inside there, it says that the data set contains charging station location, station name, address, city, access time, level of voltage, right? So I don't have to open, so I know what's in there. The second one, the plate type, customer location, registration date, the make of it, the category. So in terms of the approaches that you want to do, I ask for diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive, right? I said, what happened, what might happen, and what should be done. So this is the answer in terms of diagnostic. It's telling me about in 2022, the number of EV registration has increased significantly over the years, giving me the data here, right? This suggests us what? This is what we want, the analysis of it. This suggests a strong upward trend, meaning that the uptake of people buying EV is more and more, right? But there's a dip in 2024 due to policy changes by Trump, for example. And then the geographic location of EV, the charging station. This is that what are the cities that's not really sufficiently covered, right? Listed. So the municipal in the town of, for example, Alpharetta, Armstrong, they need to take this comment analysis, then they can ask for more funding from the local government or from partnership with the industry over there for businesses to have a lot more charging station, so they can see the potential underserved areas. In terms of predictive, you can see up to 2026, even though the data don't have that. So they can say that the prediction, the number of EV in 2026 will be 27,766 EVs, indicate a continued growth in adoption, right? And then the prescriptive, this is the policy people in the government agency. Is relevant for you in terms of infrastructure expansion, policy recommendation, business opportunities for people who are in the business of serving or maintaining or providing charging station or the service of the car itself. Business opportunities, the investment in private EV charging network, whether you want to do subscription-based charging model, or whether you want to look into the smart grid and AI-driven energy management. So you can see here that generative AI can do this, helping you. Way back, I think most of the lecturers here from GSB and IVI, during our time, doing our PhD, we don't have all these tools to help us. We go to the library, download journals, read it until midnight sampai terbakar, kertas sekali. These days, you ask from the prompt 1 minute. So there's no question that you cannot complete your thesis, GOT, in 3 semesters. Yes? No. Yeah. Because it's not only ChatGPT, of course, you need to have some solid understanding. You need to do the viva, you need to do the proposal defense and everything. But of course, this one is just a tool to help you out in your to ease your study, to facilitate. During our time, we don't have this, so we do it the hard way. You can do it the easier way, right? So please sign up to PhD in UKM, and we can teach you on how to do this for your research. Okay, now PhD. I think why you are here today, and I've seen the GSB website. It's very research driven for PhD. And then contribute to theory, methodology, and practice in business analytics, mastery of discipline, advanced level, because PhD level, have depth and breadth of knowledge and relevant and rigorous. And of course, the difference, DBA and PhD, focus on research orientation and practitioner orientation. So this how you differ, make some differences for your, whether you're enrolling in PhD or in DBA. So if you're in DBA, you are more practitioner oriented. Maybe you take your own case study from your organization, in your agency, you want to take it back home using action research, for example, to improve situation at your current workplace. But if you're more on theoretical part, more on the research side, you better do the PhD in business. So in IT, from us in IVI, we are guided by this Computing Curricula 2020 by the ACM, Association for Computing Machinery. And our field, we are very much here. When we say about the business analytics in the intersection with IVI, we are here very much on IS and data science, because we are looking very much on the organizational needs, right? On the further side there is more on the hardware and software. But we are looking more very much here on the digital transformation and intelligence. Our focus on information systems, some of us here are very much on this, but somehow we want to look into the context of analytics. IS focuses on the integration of analytics into organizational systems. How to do to find research topic? Maybe you are here just to look or to find ideas, to mingle around, to know your potential supervisors. It's okay, but I'm just giving you some head ups on the aspect. When you talk about business analytics, you look at the performance enhancement, increase operational OPEX, increase on the risk mitigation, right? And these are the business analytic application of it. But these are the probably topics that you can do on. Integrating AI into business analytics for enhanced decision making. Developing real-time data processing framework. For research, PhD, we are looking into like real-time data processing framework. We develop framework for BI application. And then assessing the impact of data analytics on organizational performance. Okay, thank you. Designing user-friendly dashboard. This one for user experience, user interface. Just now is me probably for PhD instead of DBA. Evaluating the role of machine learning algorithm in predictive. Maybe this one computer science and maybe very much on IT side. Next, implementation of blockchain technology to enhance data security in business analytics system. Investigating the ethical implication. The ethics part is very important as well. Optimizing SCM through advanced business analytic techniques, exploring the use of NLP in analyzing customer feedback. So these are the potential topics that you can do, right? Data governance is very important as well. So in information system in IT, very much on business organizational needs. We look at digital transformation with AI, leadership age. So we look at the adoption, use, and impact studies. So these are the kind of studies that you can use, appropriation, disappropriation. This very much on information system side, but it can be taken back to business, right? It's very interesting. There's more topics. This one is pure. If you are enrolling in IVI, these are the kind of research: design science, behavioral IS, strategic IS development. So it's very much into the IT computer science. Whereby just now I shown you the more on the business flavor, right? This one IS management, IS security and privacy, IS innovation. IS also looking into ethics and special issues. Of course, for the methodology, you enroll first. Later, you will meet your supervisor. What kind of methodology you can use? Of course, there are many options: mixed method, action, DSRM. And of course, you need to enroll in the research methodology and many other upskilling upskilling courses offered by GSB, IVI, or other faculties in UKM. Where to publish? These are the related journals, very much on the business side, business analytics. You have Journal of BA itself, very focused on operational research, management analytics, marketing analytics, financial and statistics, data analytics, and SCM, right? These are the potential avenue for you to publish quality papers, Q1, Q2, ISI. Resources, UKM repository. You can go to the UKM PTSL website. You can look for past theses of students, right? Kan mesti ada sampel nak belajar. You know, you want to learn from other people's experience, from successful graduates, right? For example, here UKM repository, GSB, it has 124 collection on UKM website. Just go there, you click there, and then you have the list of theses from GSB graduates. And IUM, there's so many repositories these days. For data analytics, if I search for analytics, business analytics, it produces 792 results. So you can find, you know, which one is relevant for your topic. And then UUM is a good business school as well. But poorly it only have two, right? In terms of business analytics lah. And then my previous university, RMIT, you can have the repository as well, research repository RMIT. You just search for business analytics, for example, it produces 1,000 over theses from the so many years back that you can learn from their experience. What methodology, what topic, how many chapters, what's important in the thesis, you know, and whatnot. Okay, I think that's the 5 minutes given to me. That's ended. Thank you so much. If you have question, don't ask me. Don't ask my fellow fellow lecturers here. We have many of my friends here who can help me in answering if you have question. Thank you so much for your attention. I wish you all good luck and please enroll in UKM, GSB or IVI. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Taha, for the very informative and insightful presentations. Well, to express our gratitude, we would now like to present a token of appreciations to our esteemed speaker. We then invite Dr. Mara Ridwan to come forward to present the token of appreciation to Dr. Muhammad Taha Ijab. Please welcome. Thank you, Dr. Taha, and thank you, Dr. Mara. So I would like to invite all the guests to get ready for a group photo sessions. So we will wait for the photographer to ready, to cue, and give us the big smile that you can have, you can give. Boleh?
Oh, yang ke sini. Tadi doktor.
Dia boleh tukar yang itu ke apa namanya yang tadi itu main.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so before we proceed to our next session, which is the Vibe and Connect, I would like to ask if there is any questions from the floor that you would like to share, or thoughts you would like to share to the lecturers here, or the staff. Is there any questions? Or it can be our sharing session. I mean, like, if you have any thoughts or opinions on the industry or business analytic situation right now, you can share with us. No? Okay, I assume you are not ready yet. Maybe after the Vibe and Connect sessions, and then you will have some question to ask. Okay, so let's forward to the next session, which is the Vibe and Connect sessions. In this session, you will have the opportunity to engage with all the lecturers and staff here if you want to just to mingle around. Okay, we will continue back our closing ceremony at 12, and you can have the session whether in here or the Bera foyer, in the Bera room behind. Okay, let's have the sessions. All right. Yes, exactly.